This is Elevator Action for the Commodore 64, which I'm sure I've played, but it doesn't ring a bell. I played the arcade game a lot. Elevator Action is the first arcade game I ever bought. Literally the first arcade machine that I ever purchased. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Well, so far, I don't love the controls. What was that? I mean, the first time I run into a guy, they're going to kill me because these controls, I can't even go left or right. Yeah, I know a guy was going to shoot me. The timing is very different than the arcade game. Let's just get out of here. Can I just get out of here? It's hard to tell. Oh, okay. You can have one bullet on the screen at a time, it looks like. I'm looking for the doors, and I don't see doors that are different color, just like in the arcade game. Oh, there's one that's flashing. Oh, I just died. This is terrible. Yeah. I might, when you said you didn't like the yellow, I didn't know if you meant in the game or the retro writing. I don't like either one. You know what? There's certain things that I don't like it on, that it bothers me, and some that it doesn't. Okay, so when you're walking and press the button, you jump. When you hold still, you shoot the world's slowest bullet. Okay. Oops, mistimed that jump. I saw it. Just mistimed it. Oh, right in the nose. Yeah, this is not great. I'm probably going to play the arcade version here in a second. And you can't duck under the shots? I'm not a fan of the music. Copyright Taito. Taito America 1986. Well, it seems like for the most part you can just kind of bypass oh, there's a... All right, my Achilles heel was my Achilles heel. It was literally my Achilles heel. They make it pretty difficult to dodge shots, to dodge bullets. Look how excited I was to get killed. This is not great. Not great. You know what? Let's see how easily we can switch over to something here. Cha-cha-cha-cha. All right, let's try this. Let's check our volume here. There we go. Get our controls all set up. This is a little better. This feels familiar. So, as the story goes, when I moved in with my wife, she had a mobile home. She had bought her mom had bought a mobile home because she was going to college, and and then I moved into the mobile home. And so once I was in the mobile home, I had a place to put stuff, which was better than a crappy apartment. Nobody here. Ha ha! Surprise! And so, I was gonna try to squish that dude. And so, anyway, I was looking through the newspaper, this is how we used to buy things. This is before the internet. We used to look through the want ads. I was just looking. I don't even remember. I would always look through the electronics because you might find a computer or video game or, something. Who knows, right? Oh, get him. There you go. I didn't even have to work for that one. And anyway, in the classified ads was elevator action arcade game. And I believe, this is going to be taxing my memory, but I believe it was $150. And this would have been, when would this have been? 1994. Boy, I don't like the timing of that. Yeah, oh, there we go. And so, I had a Nissan hard body truck. My car had died. I had a Ford Festiva that the timing belt broke on. The timing chain broke on, and it broke the cam. Broke the rod, the camshaft off in the engine. And so I took it to I didn't take it anywhere. I called a mechanic, and they told me that it would cost me that there was no saving it. That it was going to cost me about $1,500 to replace the engine, and that the blue book value on the car was about $650. And so there was no saving the car. The car was garbage. Hey, Texas Foosballer. No, this is the arcade version of Atari. So I had this pickup that I was borrowing from my dad as my daily driver, and I had $150. I was delivering pizza for Pizza Hut at the time, and so I always had $150. Delivering pizza was the greatest job for a dummy like me, because every night when I came home, I'd have like $50 to $100 cash. Oh no, don't jump. Oh no. Yeah, I knew I was in trouble. I always had cash. I always had tips from delivering pizza, I gotta go get that other one. And so, anyway, I went to this dude's house, and he had his entire garage converted into a home arcade. It was the first home arcade I ever saw. First one I ever saw. And if you're on that escalator, they can't shoot you. But I timed that so poorly that I almost died. And so, anyway, he had like all these different games. He had Popeye. He had Donkey Kong. He had all this stuff. And I was like, man. And he said, yeah, man, these games aren't worth anything. Nobody wants them anymore. And then he sold one to me. He's like, these are worthless. Give me your money. And so I bought Elevator Action. And I was living in a mobile home. I didn't have an arcade room. I didn't have anything, And so my wife wasn't home. And so we had these like wooden steps that came with the trailer. They were just terrible. And I moved them and I backed the truck up to the front door because the bed of the truck, when it folded out, was the same height as the floor inside, right? And so I backed the truck up. I should have seen that guy. Do I got one more guy? Oh, look where I put me. That was convenient. When you get down to the bottom of this one is when it starts. The bottom of level 2 starts to separate the men from the boys. I guess it's more appropriate, I should say, to separates the adults from the children. That would be a better way to put that. And so, like right now, it's going to get hairy. Oh, now I'm stuck. Now you can tell what I'm thinking. I gotta stop talking for a second when I start thinking. You've got to kind of balance between those. Oh, no. Alright, let's get that dude. You really shouldn't balance the middle in between those because you have nowhere you can't move up and down like that. Oh, that's gonna be it. Phooey. I know this is the only game I'm good at. Well, because I own the arcade game for so long, right? In fact, so anyway, our home digital. Let's go here. Let's go to arcade. My machines. And so I moved this arcade game. My wife, I think she probably did know. I like to tell a story like she didn't know. She probably knew that I was buying an arcade game. But I took this machine and I moved it into, while she was gone, she was out doing something. I moved it into our dining room. So I moved the Elevator Action machine into our dining room, and you can't. I don't think I had it on here yet, but before she got home, this is like the first day that it was there, and then before she got home, I put a potted plant up on top, right up here, and thinking that maybe she wouldn't notice, or that might be a good way to display it. And it turns out she did notice. She noticed that there was an arcade game in our dining room, but she didn't mind. And so anyway, I think I mentioned this, though, that I had told Steel Rat that this game was for sale, and he said that he would pay half. He would pay for half the game. So technically we both owned it, and then I think when I sold it, I kept all the money. So I probably owe him $75. But anyway, so that was the first arcade game that I ever owned, right there, Elevator Action, which was in, if you look at the cabinet and everything, it was in pretty good shape, you know. There's a little bit of wear on the paint right there at the right there on the Taito logo, but other than that, man, the paint's all there, everything. That was a good looking machine. What game am I the best at? You know, none of them. Not really. I'm better at the ones that I played a lot just because I own the machine. You know, like I said, I owned this machine for several years. So especially when I only had one machine, I got to be real good at this. If you like hearing stories about the arcade machines I owned, got to check out my podcast, Cactus Flax, which we will be doing an episode for this month. I don't know what game I'm up to on Cactus Flax. We'll find out. I'll find out when you find out. I'll find out the day before you find out. Couldn't quite outrun that bullet. Had to duck, dodge, parry that one. I have never played that game, and I could honestly say that there is no game on the NES that I would say I'm good at. I was okay at, I played a lot of Super Mario Bros. 3, but I didn't even see that guy. Shot me right in the back. What kind of spy ethics is that? Shooting a dude in the back. Twice in a row. That was terrible. I really wanted to get to level 3, but now I'm not even going to get to level 2. You know what? One game I would say that I used to be really good at is, oh gosh, what's that stupid wrestling game I always play? What is the wrestling game? Why am I drawing a blank on that stupid wrestling game that I always play?